hairpins.
I know, but we went to so much trouble to get them. I want to see what they look like.
Here. Now, don't lose them.
Why are you always telling me that I'm going to lose things?
I've never said that to you before.
Somebody has. Brings back unhappy memories. I don't lose things.
Lucky for me. Have you seen them long enough now?
Yes. They're nice.
Glad you like them. Watch this. All right, now. Who do I look like?
You look just like Rita Hayworth.
No, I don't. I look like Nurse Vernon.
Oh, well, you look a little bit like Nurse Vernon, but you really look like Rita Hayworth in that movie. What was the name of it?
I don't know. I don't watch movies.
You don't watch movies? I thought everybody watched movies. Didn't you even get to see Bambi?
Sarah, Bambi wasn't a movie. It was a cartoon. Now, come on. I look like Nurse Vernon, don't I? Tell me the truth.
Yes, you do. You look like her. A lot.
Good. Because I'm going to be Nurse Vernon. What are you doing, Sarah?
Nothing.
Oh, no, nothing at all. What are you looking for? My hairpin.
I was just curious.
Oh, you were you? And I suppose that just gives you the right to go searching through all my personal things anytime you want to, like some little busybody.
What's so terrible about it? I was only curious. I didn't steal anything like you did.
You're very smart, aren't you?
I'm much smarter than you think I am.
This is going to stop, Sarah. I will not have you just rummaging through my things anytime you want to. You hear me?
Yes, I hear you very well. And it doesn't bother me in the least.
And what's that supposed to mean?
I just think it's peculiar, that's all.
What's peculiar?
That those hairpins are the only things left from all those things you stole so you could disguise yourself as Shelley Vernon and sneak out of here at night.
So, what about it?
I just think it's peculiar, that's all.
Look, Sarah, those hairpins are really none of your business, so why don't you just not worry about them?
Oh, it doesn't worry me at all. But I think it worries you a lot.
You're just rattling on so you can hear yourself talk.
I think I know why it worries you. Because I know what you needed those hairpins for.
You're being ridiculous, Sarah. Who could prove those hairpins weren't mine to begin with?
Nobody could prove it, I guess.
Then why don't we just forget about it?
How many hairpins did you steal, Heather?
I don't know, Sarah. What difference does it make?
How many?
I don't know, but 7, I think.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, that's it. I only count 6.
Well, maybe I just thought I stole 7.
Are you sure, Heather? Or is one of those hairpins missing?
Uh-oh. Another dog day, Joe?
Arf.
Arf. Arf said Sandy, but he always wore a sunny smile. I take it things didn't go well at Forest Hills?
She is so complex. I can't get a fix on it.
That's the oldest complaint we men have always had about women.
Burt, at times I look at Heather and she's like a flower. She's like a child. And at other times you could just swear her fangs are showing.
Gee, should have made for an interesting afternoon. How about that hairpin? That lead you anywhere?
Yeah, I did for about 10 seconds.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, I went out and I played 20 questions with Sara, Heather's roommate.
And?
Well, I managed to wangle in the hairpin and show it to her.
Yeah?
She recognized it all right.
That specific hairpin or one like it?
All right. Let me back up, counselor. She recognized it as being of the style of hairpin that's worn by one of the security nurses out there, Shelley Vernon.
Well, that narrows it down tremendously.
Yes, well, I tried to talk to Shelley Vernon while I was there, and she wasn't on duty today.
That sounds like just another dead end.
Yeah, I'm not too excited about it myself.
So how are you and Heather hitting it off?
Soulmates, almost.
Huh? You think that's going to lead you anywhere?
Your guess is better than mine.
Or worse. Tell me something, Joe. What's your gut feeling about Heather now that you've had more time to talk to her? Do you still think she's a viable suspect?
Yeah. hate to think that I've been spinning my wheels investigating her activities in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, but you're determined to keep at it.
I am. I'm committed to it. Heather and I are friends. I've got her confidence. At least I think I do. I hope she's not playing games with me.
What do you mean, games?
And she is smart. She's quick, she's bright, she's too resourceful.
Yeah, it's the kind of person it would take to cover up all the tracks the way Diana Taylor's murderer did.
There are times when I look at her and I can't believe that this is the girl that tried to gaslight Diana and give her LSD.
People change, Joe, especially when they've had to spend some time in a sanitarium.
Another day, another dollar.
Well, where are you going now?
I gotta get held over to General Hospital, talk to Steve Hardy, give him an update on my investigation.
I'll go with you. He's been trying to get a hold of me, and I haven't had a chance to return his calls.
He's still pretty upset about the heat you had to put on Annie Logan.
Well, I can't say that I entirely blame him. I was upset about it, too. Ah, come on. Maybe I can mend a few fences.
You know, you were talking about fences earlier.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get an uncomfortable insight into my own securities. I find myself sitting on my own fence, wondering if Heather really did kill Diana, or if I'm just being your friendly persecutor.
Maybe you're too close to it, Joe. Would you like to back off for a while? You know, I do have other blind alleys you can work at.
No, I want to stay with this.
Good. I'm glad you said that. You know, almost all the evidence we have points right at Heather. But it's getting proof, proving it. That's our big hurdle.
Burt, Joe?
Dr. Hardy, just the gentleman we wanted to see.
Yeah, Bobbie told me you were in here.
Please sit down, Steve.
All right, but I only have a minute.
It'll only take a minute. I've just been out to see Heather.
Oh? How is she? Is she improving?
She seems to be.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'll tell Jeff when I talk to him.
Yeah, you might also tell him that my investigation is turning up a big, fat 0.
You mean about Heather being a possible suspect in Diana's murder?
Yes. The next step, I'm going to become Heather's buddy when she comes to Port Charles on her outpatient visits.
Sorry, Joe, but I don't understand. I thought you were quite convinced of her guilt.
I am.
I think what Joe means by saying becoming Heather's buddy is that way he'll get to see her more often, talk to her more, and maybe find out the inconsistencies in her story.
I see. All right, Joe, I guess you know what you're doing.
But you don't approve of my methods.
Well, I am concerned about Heather as a human being and just how her improvement will affect Jeff's getting a divorce. We discussed it in my office, you remember, with Rick and Jeff?
I remember, Steve.
Anyway, I must insist that Heather be treated fairly until we're absolutely certain that she's guilty or that she's innocent.
That's the way it'll be. We're all 100% behind it.
Aside from that, I'm naturally more concerned about Jeff and Steve and Lars, and of course, Ann.
Well, that's why I tagged along, Steve. I wanted to reassure you about Ann. I can tell you now without any reservations at all, she is not a suspect in the Diana Taylor murder case.
Very grateful to hear that, Burt, and I needed to hear it.
I've told Ann, though, that I may have to ask her some more questions along the way.
Frankly, I don't think the police should have questioned her at all.
Steve, I understand how you feel, but it was absolutely necessary. We know now that Ann was being framed, but at the time, I had to use what I knew. Because I'm sure there are times here at the hospital when you have made decisions that you would rather not have made.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I'm sorry.
As far as the evidence we have now, it completely clears Ann of any complicity in the case. As far as the rest of it goes, we're still groping in the dark. Believe me, it's going to need a lot more evidence before we'll be able to bring the murder of Diana Taylor to trial.
Dr. Banks, on the lab online for me. Dr. Banks,
Okay, it's a lot of work, but I'll do it all today.
Thank you. Bobbie,
Hi, Ruby.
did you have another date with Noah Drake?
You make it sound like a spy movie.
Oh, he's so cute. I mean, just like you said he was.
Yeah, he's cute. He's a fast mover.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess I have another date with him sometime.
You guess. You don't know.
Okay, I know we have another date, but not exactly your average kind of date.
There are sometimes that I don't have a clue to what you're talking about.
Well, Noah wants to be helpful, so it's not a plain old date.
Well, I guess you're telling me something, but I don't quite know what it is.
Oh, Dr. Hardy and Dan asked me if I would be an usherette at the art auction for the hospital.
And what has that got to do with Noah Drake?
Well, if I'm going to be an usherette for the art auction, I should know something about art.
Bobbie!
Well, I don't know about art, and Noah is an expert on art, so he invited me to come up to his apartment to see his etchings.
Oh, to see his etchings. I think even I remember that from when I was young.
I know. It's just like running out of gas.
Are you going to go?
I really want to, but I think he's moving a little too fast for me.
Good thinking. Anyway, I'm glad he's interested in you.
Yeah, but Ruby, what am I going to have to do to keep him interested?
Excuse me. Is Mrs. Quartermain here? I have a donation for the art auction.
Oh, well, thank you, but no, I'm sorry. The Mrs. Quartermain that you're looking for isn't here.
Well, if you like, we can accept any contribution.
Oh, no. You see, I sort of wanted to meet her myself, you know, personally. But thank you. Bye.
Well, feeling better now that you're suitably fortified?
Oh, Robert, what a pleasure. Every time I turn around, there you are waiting to be my pal.
Maybe some other time. Today, I'm more interested in being a trusted and more loved friend.
Oh, and on that one, I'm cutting out for the day, Laura.
Right.
Nice day.
It will be.
Going somewhere?
Yes. And you?
Eventually.
Don't want to be late.
Oh, I'm not late. I'm right on time, in fact.
What for?
Having dinner here with my lady tonight, as soon as she says yes.
Laura, would you tell Kid Kangaroo that you're having dinner with somebody else tonight?
Darling, look, you really must start to shop first class and get out of the bargain basement here.
I'm sorry, Robert, but I have a date with Luke tonight, and I think it's going to be very important for both of us.
I see. Well, I guess it's about time your luck changed for the day.
Stout fellow. Come on, Laura, let's get out of here.
Now?
Yeah.
A little bit early?
No, you're taking the rest of the day off, and I suggest you take a cold shower and perhaps a brisk walk around the block.
I'll give your idea the time and thought that it desires.
All right, excuse me, don't walk around my block, though. We're trying to upgrade the neighborhood. Laura?
Hi.
Don't get stuck with the check, Laura.